I'll show you how to create a new document in Affinity Publisher. So if we have the welcome screen active, we can choose New Document from here. Alternatively, if we just close that welcome panel down, we can go to File and New. So this is the New Document dialog, and at the top here we have Type and Preset. So these two interact with one another. Type is essentially the preset category. For example, if I switched over to Web, notice my page presets have now changed. So you can use these as a good starting point. For example, I'll choose Print Press Ready and go for an A4 Press Ready document. Now we have a variety of options down here, including our page dimensions and also color profile for color management. But we have image placement policy, which is quite important to determine when you start the document. So by default, the policy is to prefer linked documents and resources. So when you place documents, images, they will be linked to their original location rather than embedded in the document. However, you might prefer to embed them in the document so you don't run the risk of having to relink missing resources if you are sharing your document. You can also set the number of starting pages using this option here. And down here, as mentioned earlier, you can change the dimensions. And to do this, you simply just click into one of these text fields and type your new values. So we'll type 127 for the width and 200 for the height. And then we also have facing pages. So by default, we have a facing page layout, but if you want single spreads instead, you can uncheck facing pages. We can then click OK to create our new document. However, if you do need to make any changes after you've created the document, don't panic, because you can either get to Document and Spread Setups from the Move tool, or by going to File and choosing the options here. So for example, I could go back into my document setup and change the options I needed. And the dimensions are now located on the Spread Setup instead. So if I go to Spread Setup, I can now change my dimensions here. Finally then, there are a couple of ways in which to change the measurement unit that we're working in. One way is to either select the View tool, and you'll see on the context toolbar here we have units which we can change. Alternatively, if we go to View and Show Rulers, we have the measurement rulers here, and in the top left we have the measurement. We can simply right-click the measurement icon here to change the measurement. And there we go, just a quick look at setting up a new document in Affinity Publisher.